Hello, Capricorn ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so what I like to do is to focus solely on your ex and your situation with him or her, and to see, ladies and gentlemen, if there's a way that perhaps you could bridge the gap. Perhaps you could improve things, or maybe you might just simply decide to just let the person go. Okay? Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that this reading, as with any other reading, simply will not and may not resonate with each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the valuable information to assist you in ascertaining your best path forward. All right. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I've decided to use my zombie tarot deck here in hopes of providing you with the necessary insight and ammunition for surviving the undead uprising. Okay, so let's go on and just get started here. I'm going to just shuffle up the cards here. And I like to first start off by just sharing with you what I'm seeing as the overarching energy pervading your reading. And this reading is valid until the end of June here. So keep that in mind. And then I'll just like to just share with you what I'm seeing as a situation that you're working, that's affecting you at this time, and or throughout this entire span here, and just to let you know what challenges might be associated with that situation. Okay, so again, that in hopes of you being able to make your best decision. If this reading resonates with you guys, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure, Capricorns, to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to shuffle up these cards a little bit here. Let's see what we have here. So, as indicated, I'm going to go on and select a few cards from the bottom of the deck here just to get an indication of the overarching energy. So, Spirit, the situation is Capricorn's relationship with the ex. What can be done, if anything, to improve things, okay? Let's go on and just turn over the bottom of this deck, ladies and gentlemen, and just go on and just select a few cards here, okay? We're going to have select, okay, King of Cups. All right. Let's select, okay, the Hierophant. Okay. Let's get one more card out. And then we have, okay, the Magician here. Okay. So quite a combination, huh? So let me just put these down here so that we can continue the reading. Okay, here. All right. So let's focus. Let's look first here at. Let's just make a few general observations first, prior to just getting into the thrust of these cards here. It certainly seems, ladies and gentlemen, that this reconnection with this ex certainly has potential if you would want that, okay? But I'm seeing that it looks like that there's a lot of, I'm getting here, a lot of dominance here. I'm seeing possibly a very overbearing or power-driven partner connected with your situation. I'm seeing a lot of male dominance, or someone just acting, as an authority type figure. Okay? And with the Magician here, ladies and gentlemen, rest assured that there might be an element of deception, or someone might be a player, someone who's perhaps commitment phobic. And of course, the energies are fluid here, so it could either be you or the person with whom you are trying to reconnect in some way here. I'm getting more of a Casanova or a Jezebel type energy here, if you will. Okay, a smooth talker, ladies and gentlemen, or just someone who simply just tells you what you want to hear to get what he or she wants, right? And the way that this person tends to get how he or she gets what he's wanted, usually through what? Trickery. Okay? So let's go on and just synthesize and just take another peek at these cards just to give you a story that I'm seeing here. Okay? So, what I'm seeing here, certainly, of course, we have water signs, we have um, air signs here connected, but I'm certainly seeing that an X wants to propose a strengthened commitment, but I feel that many of you are somewhat unsure here, okay? Because of this card, it seems like a lot of you want a more traditional type situation here, perhaps, or you're certainly going to have to make a crucial decision. But making a decision, you really need to be a bit more realistic and kind of surrender delusions and, don't have unrealistic expectations, okay? I feel that this ex might even have treated you badly, or some of you might have felt you were in a situation from which you could not emerge, or a situation that you simply knew that wasn't working, okay? Many of you realize I feel that many of you did, in fact, as time passed, you realize your own worth and was simply just more important. And you stop taking shit, ladies and gentlemen, off of people, including this ex. And although I'm getting that many of you really, I don't feel that you really will really know what to do. You're going to make a decision, or you're going to be forced to make a decision here. And then when you have these two major arcanas here, destiny it's running its course with you. So you might as well just take your hands off it here, okay? Because the more pushing or whatever that you might try to be doing here is only gonna really stress you out even more. All right. So either you're gonna have to make the decision between returning or embracing a new partner, or in fact strengthening an existing one, because it looks like that it may be several romantic opportunities that come about here, all right, that I'm seeing in your situation. This X or the persons, ladies and gentlemen, involved in your energy field might include, but not limited to, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios, okay? It might even include a very sophisticated, compassionate individual, one who is quite powerful, even Capricorn psychic, someone who offers a wealth, of wise knowledge here. Although they may be secretive, but the person appears to be a very good friend. I'm seeing someone educated, stable, mature. Someone you might even be involved with, a counselor, a lawyer, a doctor here, okay? But I'm seeing as an ultimate outcome here that many of you are gonna seem like you're gonna stay with an air sign. I'm kind of getting, and this might be an existing person, but I'm just saying these are all of the things that you're gonna have to consider when making your decision here. But I certainly see a smooth talker and someone who, it's just that you just gonna have to really focus on what it is that you really want in the way of a relationship here. And for some of you, I'm kind of getting a strong sense too that looking at your situation is that I see it like when I'm looking at this higher font here, a third party might even be involved in your situation here, which, like I said, you might already be involved with someone existing here. All right. And this third party, it could also be that, but I'm also feeling that some of you, a counselor or someone, might even come into review or whatever to kind of help you resolve your difficulties, because we have that hierophant there, and that card represents an earth sign, usually a Taurus here, but okay, of course could be a Capricorn just as you, or just have those qualities, or Virgo. And there appears to be, ladies and gentlemen, outside pressures affecting the flow of the stability of your romantic situation. Perhaps your parents might be the culprits involved somehow. Okay? However, in any event, though, I'm feeling that it's time to kind of establish harmony here, which is what your reading is saying here. And with the magician in the last, You have the power to make that decision here. But remember that someone around whom you might be involved might be a little deceptive here. Okay, and it could be this X. And we're gonna unmask this person here when I select the letters here. Okay. So let's go on and just get right on into your more specifics into your reading. And again, if this reading resonates with you guys, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure, ladies and gentlemen, to press that subscription button so that you receive all future readings. Okay. So now let's go on and just put, grab a card here to represent your situation. Okay. Let's see what we have here. All right. We have the Hermit here. Okay. Now, with the Hermit, that also represents an earth sign, usually Virgo. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So this card, as falling as your current, as your situation here, and again, this reading is valid until the end of June. It certainly calls for you, Capricorn, to do what's really right for you. And you alone, simply, follow your truth here. Be more open minded and surrender your impatience because it seems that there is quite a bit of a problem that you guys have with patience, okay? Search within before really kind of, making your decision here that which is what this card is tending to call for. Okay? And this card is also it asks that you embrace the present moment, to learn from your mistakes, and it urges you to slow down. Allow this X to reach you. See what he or she has to say. But in the process, heed your intuition because again, trickery can be involved. Deception, okay? A smooth talker telling you what you want to hear. All right? Perhaps this X even I'm seeing both a younger as well as an older for you guys. Okay? And I feel that if this call or text hasn't already come, or some type of form of getting in touch with you from this person, it will. So rest assured of that. Okay, but the key. It seems here that your cards are kind of suggesting is that, ladies and gentlemen, you really need to try to develop a bit more patience. Okay, because patience will help you. Patience, ladies and gentlemen, as they say, is what? A virtue. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? All right. So, why don't we go on and just select another card here and see what might challenge you, okay? And again, this reading is valid until the end of June. All right, so let's see what challenges you. Wow, we have the Ten of Cups. And it's quite unfortunate that we have a very positive card falling here, but it's somehow challenging you. So what we want to do is to try to consider those things that might be challenging you and try to maybe transform the situation, ladies and gentlemen. So as a challenge, and then having that card there, you know, just looking at some of the symbolism in here, you see this card looks like it's a very, very happy family. Okay. So some of you might even also have, this ex may have kids, outside of you having kids with you guys, or, something of that nature here. And you may be challenged to embrace those kids here for some of you. Okay. Now, with the Ten of Cups, ladies and gentlemen, Mars is indeed in Pisces. And this is certainly a very positive card, but keep in mind it is challenging you. So, with that, really with that, um, I'm kind of getting here that many of you need to really stop feeling as if the world is somehow against you and feeling miserable about every little situation, or just simply having an inability, ladies and gentlemen, to what? Commit. Okay? And some of you might even also um, may have caused a wedge, or you might be challenged to create a wedge due to your impatience with those you really care for, or those who really care for you here, because you're just seeing things from a very pessimistic type perspective and they're not reality, okay? Or some of you just simply complain a lot, particularly about your home dwellings, okay? So again, I'm kind of seeing that this card is certainly calling for just letting you know that it's indeed time to surrender delusions. It's time to make a decision about what you really want and to really surrender that. It seems like many of you have too much idealism in your situation, and you might need to inject more spirituality and appreciation for what you have, okay? And you might need to make some effort to work on various personality clashes that impede success, okay? So now, as indicated, I'm going to go on and just get out of my bag here, my lucky bag of 200 tablets here. And I'm going to select 20 letters here that help you, Capricorn, identify those X, or it could be anybody romantically with whom you are involved, around whom you might want to be a bit more vigilant, okay? So I'm only going to select 20 letters here as soon as I open this bag. Okay, here we go. 20 letters, Spirit. 20 letters. Guide me to the appropriate letters, okay? Let's see what we have. All right. Okay. We have an E, an N. We have an O, another E. We have a Y. Okay, in Capricorn, if your name appears here, it means that you're being your own worst enemy. You might want to try to curb that tendency. We have an S. We also have a V, an R. We have an O, a T. We have an A, okay, a V. We have a B. We have a K, okay. Let's see how many we have so far, and I'm going to call them back to you after getting to 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Spirit, we need 6 more letters here. Okay, give us 6 more letters here. Okay, we have a D, an R, an I. We have a T. We have another T. And you looks like you have a bonus, Capricorn. You have a blank tile here. So that means you can insert any letter that you would want if it would create a name, okay? So let's go on and just call these back to you to ensure that you, each and every one of you has these, okay? There are 3 T's, okay? We have 2 O's. There are 2 R's, 2 E's, an A, a V, B, K, D, Y. I'm sorry, there are 2 V's, an N, I, S, and of course this blank letter is indicated, okay? So now, I'm going to go on and just pick up another deck here just to give you, ladies and gentlemen, on things that you might want to consider transforming or simply letting go in order to transform your situation. Okay, so let's see what we have here. I'm going to select 5 cards from this deck here. Spirit, give me 5 messages to share with Capricorns in regards to their situation. And again, this reading is valid until the end of June. If it resonates, Capricorn, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we have. All right. It's time that you surrender obsessive thinking. That's very important. Certainly, if you've been obsessing about a person, which of course there is some likelihood that you have done, since this reading is titled, What Can You Do to Improve Circumstances? It's time that you turn this dilemma over to spirit, because certainly doing so will help you bring clarity or even solve the problem. Next message. It's time that you, Capricorn, surrender your fear of intimacy. I know that many of you have been hurt in the past. Understand that you are, in fact, ready to let love in. It's time to compassionately identify and to begin to release any patterns that really have stopped you from opening your heart. Next message. It's time that you surrender to your intuition. It usually never fails you, Capricorn, but you constantly second guess yourself. Stop doing so. It's time that you tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or perhaps aha moments that come through to guide you. Next message. Surrender to complete healing. The time has come. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that really support your physical, your emotional, as well as your spiritual being and healing. And last message with these cards. Surrender to the idea that you simply cannot fix someone. Okay? It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone, because you have to understand, Capricorns, that each person certainly must be accountable for his or her own healing. And you certainly can't do that here. Okay? Or no rushing it along can do so. All right. So, in conclusion today, Capricorn, I like to leave you with 3 final messages on how you might consider being a bit more loving during this time spirit and period in question, or resilient, or just ways that you could perhaps offer a bit more kindness or inject more kindness into your situation. Okay? So, Spirit, give me 3 more final messages to share with Capricorns in regards to their situation. Okay, to cover the time period in question here. Okay, 3 more messages. Let's see what we have. All right. Relax with the mystery. Can't know, don't know, won't know. Probably have never known, may never know. The rhythm goes like so. Relax with the great mystery and dedicate yourself to discover it. Relax and dedicate. Relax and dedicate. Dance with not knowing, and you'll learn the meaning of freedom. Next message. Ask your heart what it wants to tell your mind. Take, Capricorn, 3 deep breaths. And last message today, Capricorn. Melt it with love. Okay? Some people in events of today with a loving, or just try to see people in the events of the day with loving gaze, which is to say, melt your doubts with the benefit of love. Okay, so Capricorns, this is the reading that I have for you. Okay, I certainly hope that it has offered valuable information to help you make your best informed decision. It seems that you certainly are. You really need to make a decision, a crucial one. Okay, but you need to surrender delusions as well. If any of you wishes to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website to schedule your reading there, or you can send an email. Okay, thanks a lot for viewing this reading, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Enjoy your day.